Hi, we're Clientric, and we're here to help you come up with innovative ways to reduce costs, increase efficiency, and revenue. But in order to do so, we must first identify the key issues facing your company, such as falling gross profit margins or the lack of appeal to seniors. Addressing some concerns, like inadequate commercial space, will affect multiple streams of the business. Let's begin by considering how costs can be reduced. The financial statement given suggests that gross profit margin is falling, which can be justified by 4 possible reasons. Assuming that no products were wasted or stolen and discounts weren't applied, it is suggested that the increase in the cost of goods sold is fundamentally responsible for this issue. So what contributed to this increase? It could be due to the high turnover at manufacturing firms, which will also affect the timely receival of goods. It could be due to an increase in material, labour or overhead costs, as well as a lack of automation, resulting in greater financial dependency on manual labour. Considering that Germany currently contributes to a large portion of production costs, Brexit raises questions to whether this is a suitable location to manufacture. In a worst case scenario of a no-deal Brexit, import costs would rise substantially. This implies that another region should be considered. Let's consider China. China has consistently performed highly in the manufacturing sector, considering the market segments targeted, and this trend is forecasted to continue. Furthermore, it's also where S2G is manufactured. Assuming that the same manufacturers will be used to produce S3G, then it is implicit that China's production costs will surpass Germany's. Shifting entire production to China is viable, as it will give rise to economies of scale, economies of scope, and avoid the potential adverse effects of Brexit. Given that cities such as Shenzhen and Shanghai existingly manufacture products for firms such as Apple and Huawei, it is evident that the quality of resources and skills needed are available. One of the major factors defining future competency is advanced manufacturing technologies. Given that China aims to become the leader in artificial intelligence by 2030, surpassing current leaders the US, it strengthens their credibility of being the ideal destination for production. Speaking of technology, integrating automation in warehousing and distribution will also increase the supply chain efficiency, as robotics can operate 24 hours a day, enabling the timely delivery of goods sold. Although this may incur a greater short-term cost, such investment will reduce the risk of human errors from occurring, employee wages, and recruitment costs. Furthermore, giving staff the responsibility of operating such an environment will give them a sense of inclusion and reassurance, which can have a positive impact on their morale. Regarding customer service, chatbots can be utilised, avoiding miscommunication between HQ and the warehouse. Firms within the UK, such as Ocado and Virgin, have done this to great success, strengthening their credibility. Let's consider commercial property. Currently, the lease for the London warehouse is renewed on a yearly basis, and permission for expansion was turned down. Furthermore, the price of property in the region far exceeds its Manchester counterpart. After considering such factors, as well as the potential benefits and implications associated with opening a distribution centre in Europe, we've concluded that expanding the Manchester distribution centre to accommodate the London warehouse operations is ideal. Doing so will also minimise transportation time and costs. The region presents adequate infrastructure and commercial property if further space is required for your growing business. We also believe that the Manchester airport is ideal to import goods. This will result in less movement of goods, reducing costs further and improving efficiency. With a more streamlined supply chain, we aim to deliver products on time, which will improve customer satisfaction and brand reliability. Speaking of customers, smart home's inability to integrate its product range and widen it to more aspects of smart homes, like its competitors Apple and Amazon, has restricted its growth and market share. Given that the firm is profitable and has a backing of private equity investors, it will be viable to increase its research and development funds for such improvements. To aid such growth, partnerships with household appliance manufacturers could be built, like Amazon has done with Alexa. Doing so will draw Alarm TV customers to make a purchase, and S2G consumers to upgrade. Given that the smart home market in the UK alone is worth approximately £9.8 billion, it's evident that there is great scope for growth. As well as improving product integration, guides on how to use the product and promotions which elaborate the value proposition should also be marketed to encourage demand. This will help in attracting disinterested consumers such as the senior population. This could be done by creating a social media presence. Innovative measures could also be taken, such as hosting pop-up stores to serve consumers with coffee using appliances controlled solely by S3G. Last but not least, it's also very important that the management team have a common vision and strategy, as failing to do so may discourage investors, partners and customers.